Hey homies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Haley and this is the Mystic Adventure Tarot. So, sorry I've been on a hiatus. Summer's been really busy. We've just been, doing a lot of big life changes. So, this one is for the folks who maybe are in the middle of trying to complete something, or you just completed something. Maybe you're just feeling a little stuck. Where do we go from here? So, we got to pick a pile today. Pile 1 is going to be the True Heart Tarot with this Sodalite Merkaba. So let's see, what does pile 1 have for us? Ooh, 9 of Pentacles. Okay. Pile 1, where do you go from here? Pile 2, we have the Cosmic Visions Tarot with this gorgeous orange calcite moon. What do we have? 3 of Pentacles. Okay, for pile 2, where do you go from here? Pile 3, we have this moss agate cube, and then we have the squid cake tarot. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna take it in reverse because it was in reverse. 111 on the timer. The Tower reversed. I'm gonna ease that up on you guys. Pile 3, the Tower in reversed. Dang. All right. Let's see, where do you go from here? That's probably, this one's gonna be spicy. Pile 4, where do we go from here? We have this beautiful garden quartz. Look at that, she's gorge. And then we have the Antique Anatomy Tarot with the Emperor. Interesting. Okay, that's pile 4. Where do we go from here? All right, guys, take a second, think about which pile you wanna pick. Go ahead and click that timestamp down below and it'll take you over to your pile, and I will see you at your reading. Hi pile 1, if you chose the Sodalite Merkaba or you chose the 9 of Pentacles from the True Heart Tarot, this is going to be your reading. Where do we go from here? If you're feeling stuck, or maybe you're in between things, maybe you've just completed a thing, we don't know where we're going, this reading is for you. So as always, we're going to start with our oracle portion, see what's going on in here, and if you feel like just based off of the oracle you're not connecting, that's totally okay. You can pick another pile if you want to, or you might not have a reading today. There's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes it's better to not have a reading than to have a reading that doesn't really apply to you, So let's get started with these guys. We'll go from the bottom, little guys, first. We have the Ring in the Lenormand from our Julius Tarot, Rainbow Reflections Lenormand. I will never not plug Julius. Number 25. The Ring, marriage, commitment, contract, valuable, or even just like partnership. We'll say partnership. What do we got? Anxiety. Okay. Maybe anxious about committing. Caution. Ooh, interesting. Already pile 1. We have Justice. Okay. So we've got the Ring, anxiety, caution, and justice. Let's see. What else we got? Scorpio, the Enigma, intense, strategic, secretive, sexual, enticing, extreme, powerful, passionate, manipulative, competitive, possessive, ruler of the 8th house. Interesting. We've got continuance with the Apple, number 26. We've got 25 and 26. Continuance, maybe finishing what you started. And then lastly, we have the Labradorite. Recharge your destiny. Ooh, and then with Justice too. Okay, pile 1. So the vibe here is that I think that you're having a hard time committing and moving forward in something that maybe you haven't been confident in the past. Maybe you haven't had this like Scorpio energy where you feel passionate or powerful and you haven't been really fully plugged in the past. But I feel like with Justice, it's time for you to see the truth in the situation. It's time to stop just living in like anxiety and living in like the caution of it. Continue forward, recharge your destiny, figure out which direction you want to go, and follow through with that. If it means not committing to something, then don't commit to it. But if it means that if all the signs are yes, and there's not really a reason other than you just being cautious and you just feeling like, you just being too strategic about it, then like, maybe try and move forward. But if if the signs are there and the situation is telling you you're being manipulative, or this isn't a good situation, this isn't a positive situation, then it's time for you to take some steps back, recharge, think about what it is that you're committing to, think about why you're anxious, what is making you be cautious, and then continue forward within the direction that you feel most confident in. So if you feel most confident in walking away, continue in that. If you feel most confident in sticking around, then take a second, restructure, and continue in that. But for the most part, especially with the Nine of Pentacles, we got the Four of Wands on the bottom. Okay. All right, I'm going to say this. This is very specific, and this is just for this one segment that I'm about to say. If this is a situation where you're like about to move forward, you're about to get engaged, or you want to propose or something like that, I definitely feel like, oh my God, I just flipped the deck and it's the Three of Wands on the bottom. I feel like this would be very positive. With the Justice card, I think that you should make sure that you're looking at it, not only emotionally, but practically. And if you feel like this romantic attraction, that like energy that comes from, that Scorpio energy, if you're feeling this and you want to commit, then sort things out, get yourself leveled out, and make that commitment. Go ahead, ask them. Go ahead and get together, but only if it's positive. Make sure that your caution and your anxiety isn't just being ignored. Just make sure that you're weighing out the options, okay? Especially because I had the Four of Wands on the bottom, or I saw the Four of Wands on the bottom. So that's very specific, those couple seconds that I said that. Everything else, we're moving forward. I think that pile one, this is whether or not you're ready to either commit to yourself or you're ready to commit to something bigger than yourself. Recharge your destiny. It's never too late. It's never too late to do anything. Pile one. It's never too late to fall in love. It's never too late to heal. It's never too late to move somewhere or do something else. It's never too late to make a change. If you are not happy where you're at, take the necessary steps, take the necessary caution, and that's what the Justice is too, is like step by step, everything, doing things in the correct order. So pile one, where do we go from here? Let's see. Our first card, let's get into our tarot. Our first card is going to be your current self. So a card to represent your current self for pile one. I'm already liking the vibe here, pile one. It's going to be a little unconventional. It's going to be something like, I feel like you're ready to do something a little different. And if you have actually done the work, because that's what continuance is, right? It's doing the work. A lot of times we get into this spiritual psychosis, especially with how accessible all things are, where we're just like, oh, I'm just going to sit here because I believe it's going to happen, and then it's going to happen. And then every opportunity passes you by because you're waiting for it to land in your lap. And you need to get up and you need to pursue it, and you need to take all the necessary steps to get there. You know what I mean? You don't just manifest a car. You get your driver's permit, you get your driver's license, you save up money, you get your credit score good, and then you go get a car. You have the money for it, So there's more to it than just, I want a car. You got to work to get that car. You know what I mean? So this is the vibe here of like, is this something that you're willing to work for? And maybe it's time to start taking the necessary steps towards that goal. So a card to represent pile one. All right. We've got the Four of Discs, the Four of Coins. Let me see. Where should I put? I'll put it right here. A card to represent pile one. We have the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Discs, the Four of Coins. Feeling secure, feeling like a little possessive, you're holding on to it a little too tightly, right? And here's the tea. There's like a lot more going on, and I feel like you're so focused on this one result or this one potential outcome that you're not really seeing the bigger picture. You may be holding on to an idea, that's that caution and that anxiety. Ooh, and that possessiveness too, maybe you're holding on intensely to this like idea that this is what the outcome is going to be, and you're not allowing yourself to grow naturally, and you're not allowing the order of things to just happen naturally. You're gripping onto the narrative, and you won't allow the narrative to unfold on its own. Does that make sense? Oh yeah, especially, now that I think about it, with the way that this picture looks too, it's like he's like wrestling with the pentacle and he's wrestling with the curtain, and it's like, okay, if you just let it go, it should just drop down on its own. You don't have to like sit here and knot it up and throw it this way and that way. You know what I mean? Just let it go on its own. What am I not seeing? This one came out. We've got the 3 of Cups. So what are you not seeing in the situation? We got the 3 of Cups, which is interesting because the 3 of Cups can be about like a supportive friend group. It can be about a community. It can be celebrating. And I feel like for you, you might be holding on to the idea that you're doing this alone and that no one understands and you're not supported. And that's not true. I think that you are very supported. You just need to let go of the idea that you have to do this alone. Pile 1. You need to let go of the possessiveness and the competitiveness and this extreme like idea that your strategy is the only strategy, and you need to allow other people to help you up and support you, because that's what the ring is too. It's like it's a commitment and it's a support. When you get married, it's not one person is, bowing down to the other. It's you two are in a partnership and you're going to build your future together, right? So within this, just know that you are loved and supported and you are celebrated. And there's people who are waiting to celebrate this moment with you. I feel like you just need to reevaluate. You need to reevaluate where it is that you're actually trying to go and whether or not you actually want to commit to this. Whatever it is, it could be a person, it could be a job, it could be anything. Pile 1. But you need to let go of your narrative and just kind of allow things to unfold naturally. So this is, what am I not seeing? How can I bring myself closer to my goals? For pile 1. How can pile 1 get closer to their goals? What do we got? Okay, I'll take these. Ooh, we've got the 10 of Wands. Releasing some of these like more burdensome energies, releasing the idea that you have to carry everything on your own, carrying the responsibility, overworking, stressing out, release the idea that you have to do it all by yourself. You don't. And that's what I mean with this 3 of Cups. It's like, you are supported, you are loved. There's people who are like excited about this. They're excited for you, and they're just waiting for you to tell them. There's a lot of people who, you'd be surprised how many people are actually out here supporting you, even though you've been doing a lot on your own. There's actually a lot of people that you don't even know are like watching your journey and being excited for you and like wishing positive things for you. So just remember, with the 10 of Wands, the way that you can bring yourself closer to your goals is to put down some of these stresses, put down some of the anxiety and some of the like frustrations that you may be carrying, and allow yourself to release and enjoy and kind of go in the moment, recharge, refresh, feel supported, feel loved, feel like there's those friends and family around you. You know what I mean? What could be a blockage? We have the 9 of Cups reversed. And with the 9 of Cups reversed, the 9 of Cups reversed is kind of this like entitled and like rushed energy. You know what I mean? Like when it comes to the 9 of Cups reversed, in my opinion, we can feel like we're unfulfilled, and we can feel like, yeah, I did everything. Why don't I have it? Why don't I feel great? Why don't I, And it's not so much about the why don't you feel great? It's the fact that you haven't even looked at what you've done yet. How can you feel great about something that you won't even acknowledge? How can you feel loved in a partnership when you're too scared to be open to love? How can you feel, how can you move up in a job if you don't want to partake in the job, or you don't want to get to know anyone, or you don't want to put yourself out there and network, So a blockage could be self-limitation. A blockage could be you holding yourself back and you stopping yourself from achieving before you even have the opportunity to start. I feel like you allow anxiety and caution to stop you from moving forward and continuing before you even try the first time. You know what I mean? Sorry to read you like that, pile 1, but just try. I think that the answer here, where do you go from here, is you try. You try your best and you see what happens. What actions can I take while I'm here? Baby, the Tower. The Tower. Allow change to happen. The actions that you can take from here is for you to allow yourself to experience, allow yourself to feel, allow things to kind of break down and move around. The Tower isn't always this like big bad thing. The Tower is just a restructure. The Tower is just a change in direction. You know, it's starting from the bottom and rebuilding in a more stable way. You know, we're not going to utilize the same tactics that we used to utilize. We're changing and we're allowing ourselves to be disrupted and allowing new things to surface and break down and allowing yourself to start over. It's okay to start over. It's okay to try. It's okay to enjoy it. It's okay to feel it. If you're afraid of love, if you're afraid of commitment, if you're afraid of applying for that job or going back to school, just try. Pile 1. That's all we want. That's all we need is for you to try. So that's what actions can I take while I'm here? You allow things, you let go of the reins, you let go of this 4 of Pentacles energy. Ooh. Where you're just gripping and gripping. Ooh, judgment. Judgment. You let it happen the way that it's supposed to happen. That's what judgment is too, is it's a completion. It's a completion, it's a shift. It's judgment and the Tower have the same energy in my opinion. It's things becoming what they're supposed to be. Allow yourself to become what you're supposed to be and allow other people, the Star, dude, the Star. Allow yourself to become who you're supposed to be and allow other people to enjoy those changes with you. And the ones that actually are going to enjoy it, not the ones that are going to hate on you or, you know, be upset. Be willing to let those people go and be more open to people who are there to support you and who are there to love you. You know, it's not so much about how many people don't support you. It's about how many people do. All right, let me get our last cards and then we'll be done. Pile 1. I love this. I love this for you. Final advice for pile 1. What do we got? Freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Yes, pile 1, you do. It's up to you. It's up to you. It's your choice. It's whatever you want it to be. And if you don't, and you'll never know if you don't try. Pile 1, you will never know if you do not try. What do we got for pile 1? Centering in divine light, taking it step by step, allowing yourself to feel and navigate and embrace and fall apart and come back together. Last one for pile 1. I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed this because this was good. Last one for pile 1. What do we got? Helpers. What did I say about that 3? What did I say about the 3 of Cups? Helpers. Help is here for you. It's okay to ask for help. You do have support in your life. Give those around you a chance to help you. Accepting their help is a gift for you both. Yes, pile 1. What did I tell you? And I love that all like the color scheme here. You know how I feel about the colors. But there's people who have been like waiting for you to be like, hey, here's my plan. So allow them to support you, allow yourself to feel loved, and allow yourself to let go of the idea that you need to be in control and allow things to unfold and unravel the way that the universe wants them to. All right. I love you, pile 1. I hope you enjoyed this. I enjoyed this. I'm glad I'm back and I'm glad you're back too. Don't forget to watch the 2024 What's the Tea Tarot forecast. And I love you guys and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye. Hi, pile 2. If you chose the orange calcite moon or you chose the 3 of Pentacles from the Cosmic Visions Tarot, this is going to be your reading. We're going to start off with our oracle portion, of course, see what's going on in there. And if you feel like just based off the oracle, you're not really connecting with it, totally okay. You can pick another pile if you want to, or you might not have a reading today. Nothing wrong with that. Better to not have a reading than to force information that's not ours. So where do we go from here? This is for if you're feeling a little stuck. Maybe you're in the middle of something. Maybe you just finished something, or maybe you're not sure what to start. This is going to be for you. Just a little help getting unstuck, a little help to get inspired. So let's start with our oracles. We have the owl from our Julius Tarot, Rainbow Reflections, Lenormand. Love you, Julius. So we have the owl, number 12. And the owl is about communication. It can be about a message. It can also, sometimes it's about gossip depending on the context. But the owl is, you know, it's a card of communication. We have pain. Okay. Maybe the communication isn't very positive. Let's see. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Interesting. Okay. And the Wheel of Fortune is like, you know, things moving in the right direction. The situation turning, you know, or it's a turning point. We have the Moon, emotions, moods, intuition, personal needs, Monday, Cancer, the unconscious, comfort, feelings, family, home, reflecting, yin, femininity. So with the Moon, it could be, you know, struggling to communicate how you feel, and it could be a turning point, you know, maybe you're ready to change the way that you express yourself. Let's see what we got. Ooh, we have divination, number 14, with the chives. Again, with divination too, I feel like that's another form of communication, you know, and it's a form of communicating with yourself. So I feel like it's important for you. Maybe this is the era where you figure out what's what. Oh, the garnet. The almandine garnet. Lessons in Blood. This is so beautiful. Look at this card. She's gorge. Lessons in Blood. And I feel like this is about your family tree. This is about your roots. This is about, you know, your history. So maybe, okay, here's the tea. Pile 2. I feel like this is about your family, and this is about you, and this is about you making generational changes that other people are not willing to make. I'm just gonna say it for what I personally see it as, especially with this pain, because this pain is the same color as like the blood on here, you know. It's almost like you're trying to communicate that you're at a turning point. You're trying to communicate that your destiny has changed and that you are choosing a more divine path. And I feel like a lot of times within our groups, people, and within our bloodline, people tend to see your changes as like a joke, or they tend to like brush it off and be like, oh, that's just so-and-so. They just think they're better than everybody else or whatever. And you're actually trying to make changes. You're actually trying to dive deeper. And look, she's all diving, you know, it's like you're actually trying to dive deeper and see why is this the way it is? Why am I the way I am? Where do these emotions come from? Where do these reactions, these patterns, you know, where do these all come from? I'm ready to dive in deeper and really do that shadow work, you know what I mean? And just dig deep and see, where can I stop this pain from recurring? Where can I learn this lesson and stop this system from rehappening in my own future, you know? I'm here for it. I am here for it, pile 2. Break those cycles. So let's get into our tarot. Where do you go from here, pile 2? Now that you have come to this realization, or rather, now that you're ready to make these changes, is what I feel. And it's a full moon today. This is timeless, but if you're watching it today, August 16th, it's a full moon in Aquarius. So, you know, it's time to like release. It's time to really, really dive deep and clear a lot of those things out and change the direction that you want to go. So a card to represent your current self for pile 2, we have the 4 of Swords upright. Your current self is tired, pile 2. I think that you're really tired of explaining yourself. You're really tired of like arguing and, you know, going back and forth. And I feel like you're in the era where you're just trying to like, I'm just trying to focus on me. I'm just trying to recuperate. I'm just trying to regenerate myself, you know. I'm just trying to heal from this pain. I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to learn my lesson. I'm trying to allow this phase to end. And a lot of times when you're ready to learn a lesson and you're ready for changes and the people around you are not, especially, I'm going to say it, especially family, it makes it harder because your family has this like way, our families have a way of making us stop believing in ourselves, you know, because they know us, they've been around us our entire lives, but they don't actually know you. They don't actually know the true divine roots of yourself. You know, they don't know the true you. They don't know anything about you. They just know their perception of you. You know what I mean? And I feel like you're tired of trying to explain it to people. And so you're just, it's time for you to rest too. It's time for you to rest in your own divine energy and just kind of enjoy yourself. You don't need these people to support you in order for you to make changes for yourself. You know, the right people will come. What am I not seeing for pile 2? What is pile 2 not seeing in this situation? What is pile 2 not seeing? I kind of want this one. I'm going to take this one. Ooh, we have the 8 of Pentacles. You're not seeing the results that are going to be happening. You can't see it right now, pile 2. And that's what the 8 of Pentacles is. You know, the 8 of Pentacles is this like big, it's a project and you're working on this project and there's like bigger outcomes that are supposed to be here. You know what I mean? There's a bigger picture happening. And for you, the 8 of Pentacles energy can suck. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like it doesn't. The 8 of Pentacles can suck because it feels like you're like going over the same things over and over again. You're refining, you're doing quality checks, you're doing all of these different procedures to make sure that what you're doing is correct. And sometimes there can be a negative aspect to that because we start nitpicking at ourselves. And then we start internalizing negative feedback. And then we kind of start taking steps backwards because we're so focused on these little tiny things. So bring that into balance. You know, something you're not seeing is how much progress you've made along the way. And I love, okay, so something for me too is you got the 4 of Swords representing yourself. And then there's the 8 of Pentacles. And like 4, you know, 8 is 2 times 4, right? It's almost like you don't see that you have actually doubled production. You don't see that you've actually doubled what the positive energy that you've put in, despite all of these other things going on. You've put more into it and you're receiving more back than you think you are. And that's what you're not seeing is you've made so much progress through this. How can I bring myself closer to my goals? For pile 2, how can pile 2 bring themselves closer to their goals? What do we got? We have the Daughter of Cups. Ooh, and the Lovers. Okay, I'm going to save the Lovers for the next card. But how can I bring myself closer to my goals? We have the Daughter of Cups, which is the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is all about practice. The Page of Cups is all about, you know, it's starting fresh. And the Page of Cups has this energy of like new beginnings, you know? So the way that you can bring yourself closer to your goals is to enjoy each moment, enjoy a new beginning, allow yourself to be creative, allow yourself to receive, and allow yourself to be synchronized in the direction that you're trying to go, synchronized with your higher self, you know? There's like a lot of fish symbolism here. It's almost like this like energy of diving under the surface. Allow yourself to dive underneath and really, really dig deep, you know? Allow yourself to feel these new changes. It hurts right now. I understand that. It hurts to communicate to people that aren't understanding, but there's so much bigger results that you're getting out of this pile 2. Don't give up now. If this is what you were looking for, where do you go from here? Keep going and keep trying, because the results, the next generation, whether it be you having your own children or whether it be the children in your life, even your own life path, you're going to change it for the better, because you're not going to allow yourself to keep repeating the same crap over and over again that other people kept doing before you. You have a fighting chance to do better, pile 2. And if this is what you needed to hear, go for it. Keep trying. Don't give up, and don't let these people discourage you. What could be a blockage? We have the Lovers. That's why I wanted to save it. A blockage could be the Lovers. A blockage could be trying to your relationships, trying to get yourself aligned with other people that aren't in alignment with you, you know, trying to make choices that other people that you're not feeling supported in, unions, all of those different things. A blockage can be trying to connect with the wrong sources. Make sure that whoever you connect with, whoever in this new era, in this healing era, whoever you connect with, make sure that you guys are on the same page and you're balanced. Make sure that it's not just you should, if someone is right for you, you're not going to have to convince them. They're going to follow with you, and they're going to support you through it no matter what. It's not going to be this like back and forth, and it's not going to be this constant like, I'm not enough for you, or you're not enough for me, or any of that stuff. The right person is going to be there no matter what, and it's not going to be an argument, and it's not going to be a fight. Whatever you guys go through, you're going to work together, and you're going to be there for each other. It's not going to be this stupid, you'll never feel insecure in something that is genuinely right for you. I'll say it like that. You will never feel insecure about something that's genuinely right for you. So what could be a blockage? A blockage can be your desire to commit to the wrong people, the wrong situations, the wrong things, just because you're not ready to move on. Be willing to let these go. And that's what this moon is about, is release and, renew and refresh these moon cycles. There's a time for rest, and there's a time for work, and then there's a time for you to let go. And I think that this is the era that you go through the pain of letting go so that you can move forward and you can thrive in the divine being that you're supposed to be, or that you want to be, really. And that is what could be a blockage. Last one is, what actions can I take while I'm here? While you are where you are, what actions can you take, pile 2? What do we got for pile 2? This is good, pile 2. Ooh, the 8 of Wands. Keep moving forward, pile 2. The action that you can take is to keep moving forward. Keep being willing. I'll put this at the end right here. Keep moving forward. The 8 of Wands is all about movement. It's about action. It's about, inspiration and drive and power. Go ahead, move forward. All the possibilities are endless with the 8 of Wands. The possibilities are endless. And it's up to you, pile 2, to decide, I want better for myself. I want better for those who come after me. I want to make a better world for everyone around me. And so I'm going to start making choices to change these deep-rooted issues, so that I can move forward and I can be powerful and happy and enjoy my life. Pile 2, don't get discouraged. It sucks now, and it may feel lonely now, but moving forward, you will not regret it. You're not going to regret making these changes and choosing yourself. You will not regret it, pile 2. I guarantee it. I promise you. Let's get some final advice for pile 2. Good luck, friend. Good luck. It's not easy, but it's worth it. Final advice for our friends in pile 2. What do we got? We got Judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. Yes. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges, and some people are going to judge you for yours. Some people are going to judge you for your path and for your challenges, and that's okay. They don't know you. They don't know you. They're not the one doing it. You're the one doing it, and you need to make sure that you stand proud and you stand tall and you stand confident in the fact that you are doing what needs to be done in order to create the abundance that you deserve. Right on, pile 2. Oneness. Being one with yourself. Being okay, and also being okay with standing alone for a while. It's okay to stand alone. It's okay to say, you know what, even if it's just me, I'm doing it anyway. And not in the Delulu way, but in the like, you have the actions to support what it is that you're trying to do. You're not just saying it, you're doing it. All right. One last one for our friends in pile 2. Oh, I love this one for you guys. Regroup. Wait to proceed. Stop and regroup before you make your next moves. Give yourself and others a chance to check in review, then proceed with clarity and intention. Yes, and be ready. Be ready for whatever response is given to you, despite the fact that you might be fighting for this idea that this is how you want it to go. Be open to the fact that they might have actually changed. It's not going to be all negative. Be open to the idea that it's not going to be negative. It could be positive, and there could be things that you weren't expecting from this person that this person is ready to communicate with you, even though these things hurt them. Okay, so be open, but be smart. Think clearly and allow yourself to see things authentically, rather than be blinded by your feelings or blinded by the idea that it's not going to be what you deserve. Because no matter what, you're getting double what you put in. Pile 2. You're getting double what you put in, and your hard work is going to pay off no matter what anyone else says or does, and no matter who all is kicking in to support you through this. Your hard work is going to pay off no matter what. So just be ready and be open and be excited, because it's going to be great. Okay. I love you, Pile 2. I hope you enjoyed this. Make sure you check out the 2024 What's the Tea calendar. Make sure you like and comment and subscribe. Missed you guys. I'm glad I'm back, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Hi, Pile 3. If you chose the Moss Agate or you chose the Tower from the Squid Cake Tarot, this is going to be your reading. We're going to start with our oracle portion as always. And if you feel like just based off the oracle, you're not really connecting with this reading, totally okay. You can pick another pile if you want to. Or, dude, the chariot on the bottom. I told you. What did I tell you in the intro? It's not going to be crazy. It's not going to be all bad. But if you feel like just based off the oracle, you're not connecting with this reading, you can pick another pile if you want to. Or you might not have a reading today. Nothing wrong with that. It's better to just not have a reading than to make stuff fit that's not yours. So, where do I go from here? If you're kind of stuck, if you're feeling like you're in between things, you're just starting things, or you're just finishing something, where do we go from here? Which direction do we need to take, and how can we get closer to where we're trying to go? So let's get started, Pile 3. Let's see what we got. We have the Bear with our Julia's Tarot Rainbow Reflections, Lenormand. We have the Bear, number 15. The Bear is about authority. It can be about financial stability. The Bear can also have like a more like maternal, a more like protective energy as well. Think about like a bear protecting her cubs or something like that. So just more of a protection and a stability. What do we have? We have happiness. Love to see it. Love to see it, Pile 3. We have happiness. We have the Fool. Yes, Pile 3. Feeling fun and fancy free. We have conjunction, union, joined forces, working together, merging, enhancing, empowering, strengthening, combined energy, linked, lack of individuality, union. Ooh, Pile 3. I feel like the vibe here is that, like, I think that you're just moving into a more comfortable era, a more stable era for yourself. Something that feels less like a competition and more like something that's pushing you forward, something exciting, And maybe you're stepping into a new position too, where you have a new authority over yourself. We have agreement, number 24, with the strawberries. We have Libra on there too. And then we have the turquoise, find your way home. There's a very like maternal vibe here with the birds and like the bear, and there's just this, it feels like harmony. I feel like for you, maybe there's a conversation that's going to be happening, or that's already happened, or maybe you have stepped out in the full energy and you're just kind of doing your own thing and choosing your own happiness, finding your own way. And if you need confirmation, Pile 3, that making this choice to separate and go your own way is what you need to do, take this as a sign. Yes, absolutely. It's an agreement, Libra is about balance and harmony, right? And it's almost like you're choosing harmony, you're choosing freedom and happiness, and Stability. Pile 3, I'm here for it. Go for it. Where do you go from here? You go up. Dude, I just shuffled up. That tower is right there again. That's interesting. I'm interested to see what the tea is here. So, pile 3, let's get into our tarot. Where do you go from here? Now that you're in this new era, or maybe you haven't started it yet. Now that you're in the era of peace, where do we go from here? I'm excited. Let's get a good shuffle. Ooh, that was not a good shuffle, but that's okay. All right, first card, my current self. First card is to represent you, pile 3. Where are you at currently? Who are you currently? Pile 3. What do we got? We have the 6 of Wands. Yes, the 6 of Batons. The 6 of Wands. You're currently in like your celebration era. I feel like everyone is really seeing you, pile 3. I feel like with the 6 of Wands in combo with the Fool, I just feel like maybe you went off by yourself, because that's what the Fool does. The Fool goes off on his own, just his dog by his side, right? I feel like for you, you went off and you said, you know what? I'm just going to do my own thing. And I feel like you've combined forces with the right people, and you've come into agreement not only with yourself, but within the situation. And now you're in this 6 of Wands era where you're just like, people are really seeing it. People are seeing the progress. People are seeing you. And I feel like if this is the message you needed, that you need to see yourself as well. You need to see the wins that you're doing. There's people out here who are happy for you, pile 3. And you need to also have that confidence. You need to also be excited, and you need to join forces with the people that are recognizing your progress in a positive way, and the ones who have been there for you, you know? So this is your current self. Oh, here for it, pile 3. What am I not seeing? So in this situation where you're at, what are we not seeing for pile 3? Okay, I'll put this to the side. What are you not seeing? We have the 10 of Wands. We have the 10 of Wands. That's interesting. I think for you, pile 3, you might not be seeing how much work you've put in. You might not be seeing how much you've achieved, right? Because the 10 of Wands is a lot of work and a lot of progress, but it's also like an exhaustion. There's this overwork that comes with it, you know? And I feel like, I don't think that you're seeing, you may not, everyone else sees it, but you don't see it. Now listen, pile 3, you're doing this. You've made it, whether it be an achievement that you've been trying to make, a lifestyle change. Maybe you're changing states, changing countries, changing jobs, you know, breaking free of certain relationships or entering into certain relationships, you know. You've come a long way from what you used to be. And it's funny too, because the 2 bears, it's like, he's like a little baby bear in this, and then the bear on the Lenormand is this full grown bear, this bear that's been in nature, this bear that has experience and now knows, you know? So it's almost like you went from 0 to 10, you out here elevating your life, and you truly found the direction in which the direction you belong, the direction you're supposed to be going. And it's time for you to see it, because a lot of other people are seeing it, pile 3, a lot of other people, I don't know who, so, you know, whether it be at work or wherever else, people are seeing your joy, and people are seeing the very, very clear changes that have been made. And there's people who are going to start emerging that are there not only to support you, but to join forces and really expand and build off of your ideas. So be open and be ready, because this is exciting. But what you're not seeing is how much progress you've made. How can I bring myself closer to my goals? What do we got? We have the 6 of Cups. Bringing yourself closer to your goals. I think, in my opinion, with the 6 of Cups, it's about nostalgia, right? And the 6 of Cups can be about like looking back and thinking, right? And I feel like it's funny, because the 6 of Wands is you, and then the 6 of Cups is what I pulled for you. But I think it's time for you to reconnect with the reason you started all this in the first place, you know, reconnect with your Fool energy, reconnect with the harmony and the excitement and the fresh take on things, you know, look back, Think about how much you've grown. Think about how many things have happened for you. And remember, this feels like growing up. Pile 3 feels like the feeling of growing up. You know the song from SZA, 20 something? It's that vibe of like, dang, you know, I've come so far. My life has changed so much. I've changed so much. Almost like you don't even recognize yourself. And a lot of people have to do a double take because they don't recognize you either, and in the most positive way possible. So look back and remember how far you've come. Think about back when you didn't have control over who you were, back when you couldn't be who you were, back when you couldn't be happy and you couldn't be open and free and you couldn't live in your full energy. You know, remember those times because that should inspire you to keep trying. Pile 3. What could be a blockage? We have the Hierophant. Oh, yes. The Hierophant. This idea that you have to like stick to this status quo, you know, the fact that you have to conform and follow a certain belief system or follow a certain system in general, you know, whether it be a religion or whether it be a lifestyle, anything, you know, you do not have to change yourself in order to achieve your goals. You can find your own direction. You can build your own lifestyle, your own choices. Me and my fiance, we chose to do van life, and a lot of people in my family and his family were like downing us and making fun of us, talking about, oh, you guys are homeless. But guess what? We worked and we saved and we built our credit scores and we made those sacrifices to live in a van for a couple years. And now we bought our homestead. We bought our home. We have our property now, you know, and we're building the future that we've always wanted to have. You know what I mean? Like, and we had to go against the flow. We had to say, I don't care what you think about this. I have a mission, I have a goal, and I know what I'm doing this for. I know what it is that I'm trying to achieve, regardless of whether or not you see that. I see it, and I'm going to agree within myself to pursue what I see, to pursue my future, not pursue your expectations of me. Because it's not your job to pursue someone's expectations of you. It's your job to live your life to the fullest and be who you truly are and be happy. So what could be a blockage? The idea that you have to do things a certain way. It's okay to, I just looked up 11:11 on the timer. It's okay to think outside the box and try something new. It's okay to try something differently. Okay? You've come this far. You can keep doing it. Keep getting creative. Keep being creative and keep being excited. Ooh. That was crazy. That's what that tower was. See, I told you it wasn't all negative. I think that tower was this huge shift in like the way that it was a huge, I think that the tower was that huge positive shift of like you going in the direction that you were trying to go. What actions can I take while I'm here? We have the 9 of Wands reversed. Interesting. What actions can we take while we're here? So with the 9 of Wands reversed, there's this energy of like being defensive or hesitant. You can even be a little like nervous or paranoid that you can't move forward. And I think that the action that you should take is to just, I'm going to say like this. The action that you should take is the 9 of Wands upright. Is this like head on. You need to take it head on. What actions can you take? Be persistent, continue on, continue to be resilient, continue to work through it, and continue to enjoy every single step, because when you look back, you'll see just how far you've come. You've made it a long way. From this full energy till now, you have made it a long way. And it was hard to figure out, and I'm sure that you went through a lot of shit to get here, Pile 3, but you made it here. And there's other people right now who are seeing that and who are inspired by you because they see that you did it and they want to learn how to do it so that they can do it for themselves. You know, you got to keep going. You got to keep going. For every hater, there's 5 people. It doesn't even, and it, 8 of Wands, dude, a lot of wands, so much inspiration. Be inspired, Pile 3. 8 of Wands is like forward movement, you know? Be inspired despite the fact that there are people who aren't going to see the vision. They don't have to. They don't have to see the vision, you know? They're not going to be part of it anyway. They're not going to be part of the outcomes. They're not going to be part of the future. They're not going to be part of the plan anyway. So Why are we allowing them to occupy space in the blueprint of our lives? Let's get some final advice for pile 3. I love this for you, pile 3. Where do you go from here? Up, baby. You go up. Ooh, what do we got? Acceptance. Yes. I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. And accept yourself. Accept these changes. Accept who you are. Accept the fact that, you know, some people aren't going to get it. And accept the fact that it's time for you to shine. And it's time for the self-limiting beliefs. It's time to let those go, because you've proven it. You've already proven it. You can do it. You don't have to convince yourself or anyone else. You did that shit. Inner guidance. Yes. Inner guidance. Take some time to introspect and really just like reflect. That's what that 6 of Cups is, you know? Take some time to reflect and really remember why you started it, what you're trying to do, and what direction you're trying to go. And then do what you got to do. Do what you've always done, baby. Get it done. All right. Ease and flow. Allow life to flow freely. Life does not have to be difficult. Know that you deserve ease and goodness. Struggle is not a requirement for joy, so be gentle with yourself. Ooh, T, pile 3. It's gonna work out because you deserve it. And not only do you deserve it, but you've actually done what you needed to do to get there. You know? So allow it to come to you. Allow everything to flow to you and enjoy this era. Enjoy this time. Enjoy, you know, enjoy the fact that you made it. Pile 3. You made it, and it's going to get better and better from here. All right? I'm so excited for you. Ooh, let me know in the comments what's going on. I would love to hear it. I love to hear positive news. So I hope you enjoyed this. Make sure you watch the 2024 What's the Tea calendar. Make sure you watch the month to month in your horoscopes as well. Make sure you like and comment and subscribe, pile 3. Thanks for coming. I'm glad to see you guys. I'm glad to be back. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Hi, pile 4. If you chose the Garden Quartz or you chose the Emperor from the, what is this? The Antique Anatomy Tarot. Sorry. I always forget. Antique Anatomy Tarot. This is going to be your reading. As always, we're going to start off with our oracle portion, see what's going on in there. And if you feel like just based off the oracle, you're not really connecting with this reading, totally okay. You can pick another pile if you want to, or you might not have a reading today. Nothing wrong with that. Better to not have a reading than to try and force information that doesn't fit you to fit you. All right. So where do I go from here? This is for if you're feeling stuck or, you know, you need some direction. You may be starting something, you may be finishing something, you may be in the middle and you're not sure where you're going. So where do we go from here? Let's get into it. For pile 4, we have the Ship from our Julius Tarot Rainbow Reflections Lenormand. I'll link it down below. We have the Ship, number 3. And the Ship is about travel, distance, adventure. It can be about change as well, you know, but like an actual physical change in direction. You know what I mean? We have the Ghost. Okay. Some of y'all might be going somewhere. And sometimes you need to ghost out to do it. We have the Chariot. So much movement. Pile 3, comment and let me know where y'all going. I want to know. I want to see pictures. So we have the Ghost, the Ship, and the Chariot. We have the Comet. Unexpected. Disruption, disturbances, significant events, realignment, uncertainty, abnormalities, unknowns, messages, wild card. Wow. Big changes. I feel like you're making some big changes, and whether you were expecting them or not, the changes are happening. We have communication, number 2, with the P's. It has Pisces on there. Communicating. Where are you going? What are you trying to do? Ooh, the Morganite. Fill yourself. This deck is so beautiful, you guys. I love this deck so much. Fill yourself. Ooh, pile 4. I don't want to be that person to just like spark that flame, but if you have the travel bug, go do it. Go travel, go have fun, go experience your life. Whether it be leaving your hometown, which I always, always, always recommend, try and leave your hometown. Whether it be taking a chance and just ghosting out and trying something new, do it. But make sure that you communicate, not so much like, ghost as in don't tell anybody, but make sure that you communicate with the right people. The people who see the vision and support you. Let them know, hey, this is what I'm trying to do. I want to move to a different state. I want to start finding jobs. Hey, can you help me update my resume? Stuff like that. If you're ready to make movements, especially with the Chariot, because the Chariot is big movement. It's about willpower, and it's about being determined. It's not just about moving forward. It's about being determined and actively making decisions, actively making changes, It's working hard. It's time to work hard. If you're ready for changes, if you want something new, pile 4, and you want to have your storybook moment where like their life suddenly changes, it's time to do that. It's time to start making steps towards that. It's time to realign and be open to the unknown. Ooh, I'm excited. Where do you go from here? We're going to find out. The first card is, let's get into our tarot. First card is to represent your current self. So pile 3, a card to represent pile 3 currently. All right, a card to represent pile 3. What do we got? We have the Magician reversed. Interesting. So with the Magician reverse, it can be that there's poor planning, and it can be that you're not really you're not making decisions and you're not exercising your power correctly. And this is what I'm saying, is if you're trying to make physical changes, if you're trying to move, if you're trying to quit your job, if you're trying to do all these things, right? I encourage that. And not in the Delulu kind of way, but in the way of you want to move? Okay, start looking at apartments. You want a better job? Start updating your resume. You want to move to a different state, another country? Get your visa, get your passport, do all of these things that you need to do in order to get there. If you want to travel takes effort, travel takes planning, travel takes time. And with the Magician reverse, you need to make sure that you're not just, oh yay, let's go, yeah, eat, pray, love. No, you're communicating, you're making sure that you are doing your planner, you're making sure your money's right, you're making sure your travel is right, your communications are right, especially because right now is Mercury retrograde. So if you're just doing all these Delulu choices and you're not actually planning things out, you're going to put yourself in a situation where you might be stranded in another country. You might be stranded in another state. You don't have enough money. Your credit card got closed. Your phone died, whatever it is. Make sure that whatever it is that you're pursuing, you need to get this Magician upright, and you need to make sure that you are planning carefully and making your choices based off of reality and based off of what's actually achievable and where you are currently, and just kind of redirect, It's time for you to get it together. If you want to travel and you want to experience the world, you need to get your money together. You need to get your time together. 555 on the timer. What am I not seeing? We had the Sun come out reversed. And with the Sun reversed, you're not really seeing any positivity right now. I feel like for you, it doesn't really feel like things are feeling good. It feels like it feels like things are lacking in success, right? And I feel like because you're not planning, if you don't plan properly, you're not going to see results. I'm sorry, pile 4. The travel part is all exciting, and the new and the exciting, roller coaster ride of thrill. It's all great, but you have to make sure that you are thinking everything through step by step, because that's what the Sun reverse is. It's a lack of success. You're not seeing any success because you need to make sure that you're doing things that will make you successful in this venture. Don't get yourself excited for something that you're not going to do. The way that you would disappoint, the way that someone would hype you up and promise you something and then not follow through. Don't do that to yourself, because what you're going to do is you're going to damage your desire to actually keep trying and keep pursuing abundance and keep pursuing things to change your life, you're going to stop doing that because you don't even believe yourself. So you're going to create your own self-limiting beliefs. So in this time where you are considering making these big changes, make sure that you are doing what it is that you need to do in order to achieve those things, you know? Number 3, how can I bring myself closer to my goals? For pile 4, how can you guys bring yourself closer to your goals? What do we got? Oh, we got the 3 of Swords reversed. And with the 3 of Swords reversed, like I said, whether it be healing from trauma, whether it be, you know, making sure that you're forgiving yourself for poor decisions you've made in the past, whatever it is, it's time for you to release the self-limiting beliefs, the idea that the poor decisions you've made in the past. A lot of us weren't taught how to make good decisions, you know, and a lot of us had to go through a lot of issues in our lives in order to learn how to make good decisions and turn our lives around and actually be able to thrive, you know, and do better. So within this, you got to forgive yourself. You got to recognize all the situations where you didn't know and you didn't know better. And it's time for you to start communicating with your higher self and communicating in the physical realm, writing a journal, doing a planner, writing things down, holding yourself accountable, and having your friend. What I like to do is if I have a commitment that I'm trying to make, I will tell my best friend and she will keep me accountable. She'll be like, hey, are you still using your planner? And I'm like, yep, still trying. Nope, haven't used it in a couple days. You know what I mean? Like, get yourself an accountability partner. Tell someone close to you, hey, communicate with them. Hey, these are my goals and I need help. Just check in with me and just keep me accountable. You know, it's that simple. You know what I mean? And it's okay to start over and it's okay to try again. You're not going to get it perfect the first time. That's why you got to keep trying. What could be a blockage in this situation? What could be a blockage for my friends in pile 4? What do we got? This one wanted to come out. Ooh, the Queen of Cups. Our feelings, our emotions can be a huge blockage because a lot of times we'll be inspired. It's like it's like a wand and a cup, right? A lot of times that wand will be sparked and we'll be inspired. Oh my God, Temperance on the bottom. T. The wand will be sparked and we'll feel inspired. And then our emotions will come and dump just a cup of water over that wand and we'll just be uninspired completely, you know? So a blockage can be just getting in your feelings and allowing your feelings to kind of convince you out of certain things, because that's where that Magician reverse comes in too. Don't manipulate yourself out of actions that you could be taking because you don't believe that you're capable of taking those actions. You are capable, and you need to clip off all of this extra baggage and all of these intrusive thoughts, and you need to buckle down. And if you want change and you want things to progress and you want things to move forward, you need to do it, pile 4. You're the only one who can do it. That's where that Temperance comes in on the bottom. You're the only one who can make the changes, pile 4. And it's time to do it. A blockage can be your feelings convincing you out of healing, convincing you out of seeing things positively, convincing you out of change. So here we go. What actions can I take while I'm here, pile 4? What actions can we take while we're here? Oh, the Empress. Hey, girl. Which is funny because the Emperor was the card from the intro, remember when I showed you guys the deck? And the Emperor is like this, has control. The Emperor is this authority figure, someone who has power, someone who has self-control and leadership. And the Empress is the other side of that coin, you know? The Empress is fruitful and secure and stable, and the Empress inspires growth. What actions can you take moving forward? What actions can you take while you're here is you need to start taking actions towards your growth. You need to start taking actions towards healing. Ooh, the Death card. You need to let some shit go. You need to let this old cycle come to an end. You need to let it ghost out so that you can move forward, pile 4. Because the T is Just from your oracle cards, there's so many exciting things that are about to be happening for you. That's just the vibe. You seem like the type of person, or this seems like the type of reading where you have a lot of potential. I think that you are stopping yourself. And the reason I say that is because all of these cards, even in the traditional deck, there's only one person in each of these cards. You know, some cards there's like 2 people or 3 people, you know, or collaborations or something. Every single one of these cards is an individual. You know, the only one who can do it is you, pile 3. You want to go? Save your money. You want to change your life? You got to work, bitch. You want to quit your job? You better work, bitch. You better work, pile 4. Let's get some final advice for you. Where do we go from here? We have worry. I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. It doesn't. The only outcome that it changes is the fact that you're not even going to try. You're not even going to try because you're so worried it's not going to work out. You're literally not even going to do it. And then what, pile 4? And then what? You're in the same spot. How many years are going to go by? And how many opportunities are you going to miss out on because you're not ready to change? Crystals. Yes. And don't just don't just collect them and stare at them and be like, ooh, they're pretty. Research the crystals you have. Look up what their energies are. And think about the infinite possibility, pile 4. Think about the infinite possibility. Anything can happen. You can do anything. You can be anything. I can go anywhere. But you have to try. And you have to put in the effort and you have to put in the work. And it's time for you to do that, pile 4. It's time for you to put in the work. I love you and I'm excited for you, but the outcomes have to be because you want them to happen, not because they're going to happen for you. Ooh, yes! Second chances. Let's try this again. Don't give up. Sometimes we need a do-over. Give yourself or someone else another chance. Ideas may need to be revisited. Give yourself a chance, pile 2. Give yourself a chance. What could happen? You could win. You could do great. You can thrive. You can be in this Empress energy and truly master the art of living. Or you can stay here and keep doing what you've been doing, knowing that you're unhappy. But we can't just up and quit and disappear and be like, okay, bye everybody. We need to put in the work to achieve what we're trying to achieve, pile 4. I'm so excited for you. I can't wait. Comment down below. Let me know the tea, pile 4. You know, I'd love to hear from you. Make sure you like and you comment and subscribe. Don't forget to watch the What's the Tea 2024 calendar. And I will catch you guys on the next one.